Hello everyone. Today we are gonna make a smart automatic air cooler using these components which is capable cool down the air. And the most interesting thing is there is no need to be use ice. Most of the air coolers in our market cannot be cool air without ice, but this air cooler is able to cool down the air without ice. Let's build it. Here I have used a medium sized table fan and a 10 feet copper tube. First, I will fasten this copper tube to the rear cage of this fan with zip ties, like this. Now that I am done with tying, I am going to cut the zip tie heads with a cutter. All of them. Now take a plastic pipe of this size and insert it into one end of the copper pipe. We will flow water through these copper and plastic pipes. Take another pipe and do the same thing. We are doing this because water will enter through one side of the copper pipe and it will exit through the other end. Now I am going to use this heatsink to cool down the hot side of the peltier. The cold air will enter through one side and the hot air will exit through the other side. Now let's connect the peltier and peltier block with this heatsink like this. Once the peltier is installed, I have stuck it better with the help of glue. Now the water cooler is ready to cool down the water. Now it's time to test how well it can cool the water. I have used this module here to check the temperature. Once the sensor is connected, now I will give the 12 volt 6 ampere power supply to the peltier and the fan. Here you can see the fan is spinning. That means the peltier has started to cool the water and the temperature is dropping. The interesting thing is, it took approximately 2 minutes to drop the temperature 33 to 16 degree. That means my cooler is working perfectly. Now it's time to attach the temperature sensor with the fan. This temperature sensor module has total 4 terminals. 2 terminals for the biasing voltage 12 volts and the other 2 terminals came out from the relay. If we set a particular temperature in it, after reaching the temperature, the relay will trigger to short the terminal. That means it will act as a switch. This is the sensor. I will attach with the pipe so it can sense the temperature and it will give a feedback to the circuit so that the circuit can operate. And we are done with the installation of temperature sensor. I am gonna use this water pump to circulate the water throughout the copper pipe, and it's a 12-volt DC water pump. Now take a plastic bottle like this and make a hole. After that, place the water pump like this. We are done with the water pump installation. Now we have to attach the water pump and the water cooler together. Again, take a pipe like this and connect one end to the water pump and the other end to one side of the peltier block. After that, take another pipe and connect it with the remaining peltier block, and the other end should go to the fan. Now take a last pipe and connect with the pipe that came out of the fan and put it into the bottle. With that, we have completed the pipe connection for water circulation. First, the water pump injects hot water into the peltier block, then the water cools down by the peltier and flows through the entire copper pipe, and finally it came back into the bottle. I hope you guys can understand this simple water circulation. So finally we are done with all the connection and it is time for test. Let's see it works or not. This is the AC line for fan, and this wire came from the module, and it can turn on or turn off the transformer so that the transformer can provide the voltage to the water pump and the peltier. Now let's plug the AC line. So the fan and the temperature sensor are working properly. Also, peltier and the water pump are working nicely. Since everything is working fine now, it's time to test with water. Let's set a temperature 25.7. If my water temperature is greater than 25.7, that means my peltier and the water pump should turn on. On the other hand, if the water temperature below 25.7, that means my water pump and the peltier should turn off. Now if we look at the display, we can see that the temperature is decreasing. Whenever it drops below 25.7, the water pump and the peltier blocks are supposed to turn off, and it's off already. See? On the other hand, when the temperature goes above 25.7, the water pump and the peltier block are supposed to turn on. See? It's already turned on. Another thing is that I removed the sensor from the copper pipe so that I can show you better. So at the end of this video, finally I can say that this project is working successfully and the water temperature is around 20 degrees Celsius. It's a pretty good temperature, right? If you guys need more cooling, then add more peltier. If you add more peltier, though it will cool water more, but it also consumes more power. So think about it. And guys, if you have any queries regarding this video, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much.